Australian dry cleaners use millions of wire hangers each year, enough in fact to wrap around Earth. With demand growing for all things green and metal becoming more expensive, a group of friends came up with a hook the dry cleaning industry can hang an environmental coat on.
Roughly 77 million wire hangers end up in Australian landfills each year. We know that a wire hanger takes over 100 years to break down once it does end up in landfill, so yeah, it's a staggering problem. I think the timing was really good. We know that there's demand for environmentally friendly alternatives to existing products, and just through our consultation with different industry bodies like the DIA and with retailers, we knew that the product would be pretty well received.
It was encouragement enough to prompt Christian Ferranti, Ash Singham and Josh Cohen to combine their skills in design and marketing.
Will that loosen up the strength?
Not through there, but we can always increase this.
It took about 3 months to get our first prototype. From that, we've liaised with different dry cleaners, with retailers, and refined the idea to get to the point where we are now. The major cost came from getting the press made at the manufacturing plant, and that was only really a few $1,000s each, so it wasn't a great amount of money.
The material was readily available, recycled paper, but keeping it environmentally friendly by shunning inks was initially costly.
If we were to have advertising on a hanger, for example, that would offset a majority of the cost for production, but we were confident that if we could get production to a level which we were happy with, we could be price competitive. Recently, wire prices have increased. The cost of the raw product has increased dramatically. Basically, that means that the end cost to the consumer is increased, which makes our hanger the cheaper alternative.
Production has rapidly increased in 6 months, with North America and Europe the most enthusiastic.
I guess what they have is consumer demand for these sorts of products. It's a very competitive marketplace in the US in particular, so any edge they can find over their competitors is a great one. And what we've found is that people are more than willing to take a punt on an environmental product such as ours to give their business an advantage.
A limited marketing budget has meant niche retailers can't be ignored.
They're at the coalface, they're the ones dealing with consumers every day, so we get great feedback from different customers like that, and that's a really good advantage for us to kind of know what people's direct response is to the product.
The race is now on to establish customer loyalty ahead of the competition.
Like any business, a large organisation could probably easily snap you up and take over your market, but at the same time we hope to think that we've got brand equity, we've got great partnerships with environmental organisations, and we've got, above all, a really good environmental message associated with our product.
What we'll do is we'll make a little bundle of 5 and sell them off like that.
And it's not only the multi-million-dollar dry cleaning market in their sights.
It's amazing just how many different industries use hangers. When we initially came up with the idea, it was focused towards dry cleaners. A secondary market would obviously be retailers. But what we've since found is that there's other massive users of hangers, including car manufacturers who launder staff uniforms. We've just signed a distribution agreement in Ireland, of all places. We're working towards getting similar distribution agreements in place in Europe and the US really shortly. There's been massive interest from large retailers both in the US and locally, so chances are you'll probably see the hanger in stores in the not too distant future.